Right, we're heading toward the temple, I guess. I don't really... Other option would be to just go here and fuck about for no particular reason, which we likely will do, but for now, our focus should be on this. We'll definitely go here before moving on to the next map. Yeah, we ain't getting rid of these except with physical damage. There should be one more.
There's no evading my flaming fury.
We're also in a situation where a single potion, even a light potion of resist all, will give us immunities. So that's all good.
Rainfall.
Yeah, a bit too late for that. We washed away the blood. Yeah, this is not gonna work. What's the difference between red and blue? Do I have stun immunity? We can just go around them. Well, that's convenient. Right, the healing potions are accessed here.
Waste of the drop.
Must be a rat trap renewing these. Yeah, there are bulbs, right? Also mines. So we go through the center. It would be easy to teleport. Is that really necessary?
I've been tainted.
Yeah, I don't particularly care. Everything a little bit damage from that, but to the point where it's insignificant. We've been here, right? Definitely. Half to the west should be more or less lead to nowhere. Oh, there's a switch there. Okay, I might have overestimated the danger of this. Walking this crap is a bit damaging to our equipment though. Traps. And they didn't go anywhere. Still, from the looks of it, I don't think we're in all that much danger. It's all about the... Why can't I go there? Because the automatic pathfinding doesn't want to go there. It doesn't treat the oil as a threat, but it treats the electricity as a threat. which certainly makes sense, but don't think that's a good idea as far as our own survivability is concerned. Right. So this is definitely one situation where the massive resistance is noticeable. Wait. Orc slavers. Prisoners. Immaculate cryomancer ranger. Well, at least it's fighting again. And pickpocket these looters.
Human, 2 human, 3 humans. Boy, I thought Matilda said you knew how to count. Matilda, praise be the All-Mother, praise the blood. Only 3 slaves.
I'm more or less worried what else is here besides the prisoners.
Are we in trouble? What do you think? Mangoth ain't gonna settle for less than what he asked. I didn't mean to overturn the cart. It was what you call it, accident. There now. Don't pitch your fits. If need be, Mangoth will go and fetch himself a full stone. Really? Of course not! You bound of troll's done! If need be, it's you who'll sacrifice!
Okay. Are these 2 idiots gonna turn up? I don't think they will. Slavers seem to be a separate faction group. As long as we don't spread the fight there, I think they'll leave us alone. Yeah, they're not hostile at the moment. Hmm. 50-50 chance of knockdown, success or failure.
Fast track!
That didn't work at all. We used fast track, but there was no even an indication that it even tried to get this to work. Usually there's a payload notification at least.
Air's aggression upon you.
Yeah, congratulations on stunning yourself.
Well grounded.
I'll save the points. I have a feeling we'll have to do some nasty. Let's try to stun him.
You can't keep still.
I think when he goes below half, he's gonna heal. So wait your turn. To basically counter the healing attempt. It'll come, it always comes. We're lucky
Rip you apart.
he'll kill himself. I want to disrupt what he's doing, maybe add to the damage. Even that's not really important. I want to force him to use the goddamn heal. Same with you. Force him to heal. No, he's just lowering his resistances further. Well, we played it safe. But he's so boned, he's yeah, I don't have to do anything with him. Maybe I do. The undead decapitator might, so we might lose him now.
Big dish boss!
Right, this isn't exactly supposed to be a top fight, is it? They are hard-hitting orcs, though. What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to lower my physical defenses against opponents that are this good at kicking ass.
We won't be hearing from you for a while.
Yeah, I'd like to think that too, but that's not gonna happen. Now we can lower the defenses. Last for 2 turns. Quite a bit of time for us to kick their ass. Except it doesn't. He has a chance of 24% to resist that, and he's safe. Extra 13% from willpower. Okay. Now what? Still need to disable his ass somehow. I lowered my defenses for this. I need to be able to do it. Hope for the shock effect.
Feel my electric fury!
Yeah, his chance to resist are below half, but he just keeps making those saving throws. Ah, screw it.
My energy cannot be restrained! Chill to the bone.
Thank you. Not much, it'll last a turn, but it'll be enough. I can get more distance to him. I think that's necessary. The skeleton will do it. Except we have no skeleton. Earth Shield, and here comes the healing potion. You mother. Okay, can I do something now? I mean, how are you not doing anything? If you have action points, use them. If not, give up the turn. There isn't all that much I can do. He would be very weak toward air damage right about now, but can't really do that, so if you could go somewhere else for a while, that'd be great. Gives me time to charge up a little bit. It's not like he's going to heal again, is it? Yeah, I don't get what he was planning there. Move a little charge up and then run away again. I don't get it. I'm probably stunned.
Attack of the arrow surge!
There we go.
you.
Armor piercing grenade.
Warm as dragon.
Anything else? Carrots. A nice opportunity to make paper here up onto the city. At least get the mush. We can always bake the paper later. Right.
I'm overheating here.
There's a good chance we can talk our way into the temple through the Immaculates. Although I'm not totally convinced about that. I mean, we don't really have a reason. No one sent us here. We came here on our own. I think this... yeah, this is just a regular waypoint. We're gonna try to just talk to them. Nothing fancy. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Start of the stalwart.
Stay where you are, lost one. Only those of rank among we Immaculates may enter this hallowed ground.
Those of rank. Two arrows, two grenades, large healing potion. This amulet proves my rank.
Ah, to meet you is my blessing, enlightened.
What do you
Goddess
have?
greetings, traveller. Go on in good
Resist,
faith.
resist.
The holiest of holies. The ceremony of blood. The great Mangoth presides over the sacrifice and the stone. If he hasn't already finished, yes! Another bloodstone to...
Careful now! Mangoth is in a sacrificey sort of mood. Zappy zappy, if you know what I mean.
Zappy, sappy indeed. I would prefer a larger fight rather than a small scale. Every time you only have one or two opponents, you sort of don't want to use your scrolls even though you could. Or you rather could afford it, but why not the gold baskets? Yeah, usually they're not like this. We can teleport the other side easily though, so this is suspicious. Yeah. What if we go here directly? What's the difference? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Same, right?
Careful now!
I suppose the rats are named, I'm just not paying attention to the names. So it shouldn't be that hard to determine if they're the same rat or not. Why aren't there more Immaculates here? Immaculate Cathedral.
Our great and glorious God,
Nested Library.
blessed be your sanctified soul. Allow these lost ones to
No,
use
as long as we don't use Tenebrium to kill him.
our better.
I don't want to die.
Man.
I'm not ready.
What pleasant company. Thus ever bent on the blessed only your death.
Okay, what's going on? Mangoth is not here. There's quite a few people though.
Stop this lunatic! Please!
Water weak demon of some sort. Both water weakness.
Stop this lunatic! Please!
We've stopped him already. Not sure what their marksmen are gonna do. We would like them to come to us. If I can get both demons to the same location, I'll use a masterful attack to wipe them out. But I still need to lure them somewhere.
Bled like hogs! Help!
Somewhere far away from these, so
Stop this lunatic!
that maybe.
I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
I don't want to die! I'm not ready! Please!
I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
No one wants to die. Specialty arrows.
I
This
don't want to
skeleton is
die!
stunned.
I'm not ready! Please!
If these run into the area of attack too, that's just a bonus. They're irrelevant.
This madman will see us bled.
I don't want to use it anywhere near the hostages.
Bled like hogs!
Hopefully these are melee guys mostly. No. What is that? Spitfire totem? What the hell is that? I think that's an acceptable thing. I might get... I might not get all of them. I think I'll get the more important ones. Yeah, we're gonna go with full damage buff. It'll give us barely enough action points to attack, but that's all we need, isn't it?
I don't want to die!
Has to be ice.
I'm not ready! Please!
Yeah, we don't want to take too big of a risk here. I can take ice inside, I don't care.
Stop this lunatic!
Within hail!
I'm frozen, but I can still take it. No longer frozen. So, the situation became much more simple. I'm gonna use a couple of specialty arrows. Only a couple. And this is where they do their most damage. I have weakness against physical attacks now. This is the best you could do. What weaknesses do you even have? Nothing.
Air suppression on you!
Please, at least have something work.
Infernal embrace!
We could use a decoy.
This madman will see us bled like hogs! Help!
This madman will see us bled like hogs! Help!
And there it is. I was about to. I was saving points so I could prevent the heal, but now it's no bother. It's both of them have healed already. So it's an old-fashioned ass kicking for now.
Sweet relief.
This madman will see us bled like hogs!
Diseased. That hardly matters. Less hit points, but you still need to kill it. And the two archers are not gonna kill it.
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Indeed, my friends.
This madman will see us bled like hogs! Help!
Stop this lunatic! Please!
Probably kill one of them on this turn.
Stop this lunatic!
This madman will see us bled like hogs! Help!
I don't want to die! I'm not ready!
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
I'm not ready! Please!
This madman will see
This
us bled
madman
like
will
hogs!
see us bled like hogs! Help!
Decapitator is worthless at this point.
This madman will see us bled like
Bill,
hogs!
could you get a status effect working on it? No. 50-50 chance, 50-50 chance, and fail.
I freeze where you stand.
Yeah, same deal, except 60% chance to succeed.
Will see us bled like hogs! Help!
I've gone through this arc a lot of times. It doesn't matter in a way, it just pisses me off.
I don't want to die! I'm not ready!
Won't make a little
Take another
difference.
I don't want to die! I'm not ready!
Not in a fight like this. Nothing relies on us getting successes here at the correct time. We won't interrupt anything with the inevitable death that gets delayed by a single turn.
I don't want to die!
Face the unending darkness. Bless the seven. I am restored.
Tormented Soul. Broadaxe. Crossbow. Worthless items both. Right, still not a bad fight. There was no point of trying to hoard anything. Got rid of the biggest threats almost immediately. So could have been better, but certainly wasn't bad. And if there weren't those hostages, we could have gone with something a little bit more aggressive still. At the same time, I did not recall this situation at all popping up. Fight with hostages and so forth. So this makes me wonder how much I've forgotten in this short period of time. It more mainly applies to what spells should be hoard in skull form. That's it. Still, how are we getting down? There. No. No, there's definitely something going here. But I think it's just visual crap. Or are we going up? Where the hell do we need to go?
Is it typical among your kind to keep a vial of your own blood in a secret inner chamber? A strange lot you are.
Little torture primer. Sacrificing techniques of other cultures. One with fluids. On the decapitator. Blurry. Good attack. Never gonna learn it. In some ways, a character build could also have. Oh, the librarian goes. We could have built a character around the fact that we can always do elemental spells through scrolls, and focus on developing the things that we can't get through scrolls. So basically ditch the elemental abilities after the novice level, or at least level 2 at most. I would even say now after novice level. There's a good amount of shields and other stuff and disabling abilities you might like. But sharper focus with crafting would have been another good option, I think.
Welcome, visitor, to this humble library. May the goddess guide thee in thy search for knowledge.
You have no use for those.
Why, yes, this even the good King Brachus in his better days would bless these halls with frequent. Though, between us, he also occasionally requests, in somewhat bashful tones, the latest steamy romance. I say, a humble king is such a blessing in these troubled times. Well, I'd be remiss to fancy myself an acquaintance of the good king, but I serve him as best I can, indeed. Have you news of his condition, by the by? It's been so very long. Oh, poor king is so beset by troubles. It seems the goddess has sought fit to, but our good goddess delivers blessings alongside every trial. She is destined Brachus to face countless troubles, but she gave him a beloved sister to bring him through each one. Cassandra. Well, I've my duties to attend to, haven't I? As long as the hubbub stays out of the library, I'm content. Oh, that great heavy thing sets the place in tremors. I always see them fiddling about down there, making it heave back and forth. But if you're asking me exactly how, I can't say. Have a look behind some pillars, maybe. They're always sneaking around behind the pillars, making a racket. Nonsense. He's only...
Okay. Behind pillars is something. Behind pillars is what? nothing interesting currently. Right. Potentially good stuff. Likely not though. What is behind pillars? There aren't exactly a huge amount of pillars here. Ah, switch.
The sound! I think the altar moved.
No. I didn't get a good look at the resistance profile of Mango. Or what the hell was his name? Was it Mango? Probably not. M something. Ah, can't see. We'll find out soon. Mangoth, right. Well, almost right. Mangoth. Is he somewhere here? He's probably here. It is closed. Right. So there's no immediate threat, no point sneaking around.
Whoever left these silly buttons all over the walls did no favors for the decor.
Yeah, silly buttons. It's like a standard sheet of paper. Strategic summoning. Describes various monster types and their known methods of attack. Very important knowledge indeed if you summon a monster and your protection fails. Okay, where are these wall buttons? Blank scope. There's one. I don't want to start pushing them until I've finished looting. Way I won't get distracted. Vulnerability. Not a bad book, I suppose. Blank water. I haven't paid too much attention to where additional buttons would be.
I am the rabid rat of the east. Fear me! Fear my needle-sharp claws!
God damn it. It's another button. So at least a handful of buttons here and there. But not a huge amount. And blank layers could look. Okay. Take a closer look. One.
Now to find out what effect that had.
I'm more or less assuming that they're fairly obvious. I mean, once you've gotten this too, once you've gotten the hint, there's no point trying to
wonder
go out
what
of your
that
way
did.
to hide them. It's still, if you don't look, you would easily miss at least one. You know that there's the minimum of 3.
Does anything seem different now?
Okay, I actually didn't look at this wall. Everything seems fine. Clearly, everything is not fine. I'm assuming there's no downside to pushing the same buttons multiple times. Still, clearly missed one at least. Since we don't have any perception, the game doesn't highlight the buttons for me. But you have to actually find everyone. Fully pressed that one already.
Does anything seem different now? I wonder what that did.
I wonder. Anything on this wall? No. Okay, there was one on this one, right. So we found
Did
3,
that cause a reaction?
but clearly that is not enough. So we need one more at least. And now that, yep. I just can't see it. Right, this sucks. My guess would be though that maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 5 of these. One was there. I don't recall where they were. Ah, shit. Try to fiddle with everything. Without a doubt, I've already seen it on the screen somewhere. My eyes just don't catch it. I would assume it's the similar type of button as the rest. So there's nothing special there. It could be very cleverly concealed, I suppose, but I sort of doubt it. Much more likely that my eyes just are rolling over it. They can't register it. I think I'll start marking the buttons on the map.
Now to find out what effect that had.
Bit weird because I'm not exactly struggling too much to find the other buttons. The two are right
I wonder
next to
what
each
that
other.
did.
I have a recollection that we spotted a button before this, like in this area, the area before this. Be odd though that I can't spot it now. Yeah, I don't think I've spotted anything new. Third one was definitely here.
Did that cause a reaction?
Right. So where in the holy ass is the at least the fourth one? Or do we need to push these in sequence? There was no mention of any kind of a sequence though. So I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to jump to that particular conclusion. It wouldn't complicate things too much. 3 switches don't have that many combinations. But if there's a combination, usually there would be some kind of indication what the combination is. So I find that highly probable. Where is it? Am I staring at things too closely, so I'm ignoring some wall? Maybe back up a little. The fires are interactable again for some reason. Not sure if it makes a difference. Button there.
Does anything seem different now?
That's a bullshit button though. Explains why I couldn't find them. But that's button number 4 and that's not enough. Could you put a goddamn marker on it? Number 4. Right. So, what am I missing? I think I went through the edge areas fairly thoroughly. So, more than likely it would be somewhere else. The center then? Maybe you successfully press a switch, there's another switch available. This marking the places helped me focus on places where I haven't found a switch yet. There aren't that many locations. There are some walls where I just can't seem to find a switch on. Right. Am I gonna get stuck here? It's not like the answer has to be here. Does pressing the spot button a second time sort of cancel out the first one? Because if that happened, then this is a gigantic clusterfuck at this point. I don't recall what I've pressed and what I haven't. I think I pressed these buttons twice, for the most part. The the three that I found earlier. The new one only once. Do the statues have something? I haven't really taken a look at them or the pillars. I definitely just ignored them. But, for fuck's sakes, can I summon some help? If we get lucky, they might spot something. Highlight it a little bit. Right, that's something we spotted before. No buttons here. Not that I can see, at least. Me on the pillar side of things. Right. We're stuck. Four buttons not enough? Shit. So, what next? This is more of a, do I want to keep recording myself trying to find the last things, or do I want to stop recording until I find them? Now this has been pressed.
Does anything seem different now?
No, that's sort of the problem.
Now to find out what effect that had.
No indication of any kind that something special might be going on. Ask. Maybe we could. Basically, does a button show in any kind of different way to something? I don't think so. Some interactable things do. Button is not one of them. Yeah, not in any way, no matter what we do. So we can't cheat our way here. I don't know. I suppose the best chance might be to us artificially try to increase our perception as much as possible and hope that we get a value that allows us to spot things. Can I get a... I don't think I have a better helmet. Perception helmet maybe? Pretty sure I have perception rings at the very least. I'm gonna use a perception potion on top of that. Something like this was the point of hoarding these. The other perception bonuses. I'd like to say that usually I don't care, which is probably true, but this is an exception. Okay, this is probably the best we can hope for. Doesn't even highlight the ones we've already used and discovered. So I don't think this is enough by any means. Necronomicon of openings. What the fuck is that?
Treasure!
Yeah, what is that? It's a weird item. East, north, south, west. Jesus fuck. It's a sequence. At the same time, I'm supposed to be happy about that. At least it's an answer. East, north, south, west.
Now to find out what effect that had. Does anything seem different? Did that cause a reaction?
Better cause a reaction.
Did that cause a reaction?
Except that's not where. Yep, north is there. East, north, southwest. So this is east.
Did that cause a reaction? Now to find out what effect that had.
Maybe. It's hard to
Did
say
that cause
though.
a reaction?
Ah, so it's different. But north is pointing that. For fuck's sake.
Did that cause a reaction?
So if that's north, that would be east, which we already pressed, and this would be north.
Did that cause a reaction?
This is overly complicated. In the sense that it uses a different compass than the actual map.
Now to find out what effect that had. Well, that was efficient.
Efficient is not the goddamn word for this. At least we got it done. Yeah, incoming fight.
Welcome, Source Hunter. I must admit I'm rather disturbed by your presence. Perhaps she wishes for you to see. This history of Source versus Hunter is as long as it is gruesome. So what if it is? It is easy to view death only by abandoning the field. How can we deem an aspect of other? Source. But what if everything, though I doubt you will grasp the original and the time, she and now do you see why?
Okay. 3 demons at least, I'd say 5 and the guy himself. These are okay opponents, but nothing exceptional. Fire and poison are useless here. And fire poison useless. Water good. Where's the... Okay. There's 3... Well, no. Where's this guy? Okay. 4 shitty melee guys who are more or less just fighters. Hit points and everything points to that. And there's the competent demon. 1400. Same shit resistance. And then there's Manga, who's wielding a two-handed sword. Did not expect that. I thought he would be a mage. 2,000 hit points. So we're gonna go with the misdirection strategy. I'm gonna drop some kind of a hit point sack on Manga and turn invisible. Have them congregate there, and then I'm gonna nuke them with a hailstorm or 2. Keep it short and sweet, just to balance out the time wasted on that getting this fast thing open.
Summon undead decapitator! Accelerated action!
Yeah, I'm thinking of using a potion here. No. Yeah. I need this to work. Not even the 10% chance of failure is not acceptable, really. Last for 5 turns. I'll take it. And I'll pull back a little bit, because they might do every effect attack. I'm surprised they didn't do instant death, actually. What is that? A rain of blood? Yeah, just keep attacking. Not do anything else. We'll definitely kill it. And we're not gonna get all the demons. Might get 2 or 3. Yeah, they have way too much range power for us to get all of them. It's really the main head honchos though that we need to get, so in that sense it doesn't matter. And they're both already there. That's 3. I can't do anything now. I'll just waste my opportunity. I need to see if the line of fire is clear. Yeah, it's fine.
Why is it moving so fast?
Why am I slowed? If I buff the damage... Well, fuck it, I have to buff the damage anyway. I might be able to do a single attack if the adrenaline doesn't work. If that's what it is, that's what it is. If I can get adrenaline, it's 2. Yep. I need 12 and I have 11. Shit. I can still do 2, it just can't be master levels. The better master level spells. Right, ice will probably be the best choice here. Can't see what else it could be. Otherwise I can't get the demons really. So, burn hell, treating hell. Yeah. Wasn't that fun, kids? Gonna use another decoy. I need them to give up some of their action points.
Time to consult the Necronomicon.
The only thing you need to do is do really nothing. I know he'll die, but that's not the problem. What he needs to do is drain them of... okay. We'll have to bypass this turn. They're gonna fall down when they rush us. If they rush us, apparently. Might as well take easy hits. He doesn't want to come to the eye. I can understand the guy, but I need to start doing something. 3 points to get to here. This is the last turn I can use my specialty damage buff. So gotta get something done. These guys are fairly typical though. Do I have lesser attacks I could use? How many action points? Yeah, I think I can do it. Right, the problem with using a scroll there was that I could have only gotten a single guy. If I can kill 2, that's much more reasonable to use.
Breath of life!
Nice little fight.
Launching assault!
Leandra's Diary. Book of the Immaculate 4, 5, and 6. I think I've read the first 3. And there's a lower section still. In the last volume we posed a grave question: can a higher being deserve the blood of a human? The truly enlightened Immaculate will know that the answer is yes. In sacrificing lesser humans we gain the charge of their experience. We are bolstered by their energy in ways that the sacrifice of animals simply cannot replicate. Energy moves from the lower being to the greater, and the lower must be grateful for the opportunity. Continued sacrifice of lesser men to greater ones is a core tenet of the Immaculate practice and must not be neglected by any hoping to reach true enlightenment. Now that he is truly enlightened, the Immaculate knows what he must do. He must ascend to new levels of greatness by sacrificing increasing numbers of lesser humans. He must make constant use of his Starstone, imbuing it with the blood of the lost, and infusing himself with the Bloodstone energy. By this action, he will prove himself a trustworthy guardian of the goddess's greatest secret and worthy of her ultimate purpose. Only the conduit herself can deem an enlightened one worthy of this final step, and few have been selected as deserving of the honor. Nevertheless, it is both the ultimate goal of the Immaculate practice and its greatest mystery. If the Immaculate is reading this tome, it must be that he or she has been offered its wisdom by the conduit herself. For none may be privy to the goddess's greatest secret except those whom her conduit has chosen. The fold of the truly Immaculate, the only truly Immaculate, welcome its new compatriot. The truly Immaculate will now learn its own ultimate reward, to be offered as a sacrifice to the conduit herself. Only by offering one's energy to the conduit and through her to the goddess can one achieve ultimate enlightenment. Well, I'll take their word for it. My enlightened Immaculates, I have left word with Mangoth that these instructions are only to be read under the most dire circumstances. Thus I write assuming that such circumstances have come to pass. If I am dead, the Death Knights must be stopped. Our purpose is the achievement of specific ends, not senseless destruction or tyranny. We seek true peace, and peace is hard won, but I have crafted our Death Knights with the intention of securing the future, not of conquering the helpless. Each Death Knight has been infused with a drop of my blood, and a drop of my blood can make them vulnerable. Take this vial and combine it with the spell I have crafted elsewhere stored, and the Death Knights may be subdued. If I am dead, it means I have failed you. For this, my Immaculates, I am forever sorry. Yet in my absence, the Immaculates must disband. Without me, the goddess is no longer listening. Can't do it. Yeah, sure thing.
The 7 grant abundance!
We still don't have the blood, so it must be lower. What did we get? I need to check the equipment situation too. Yeah, it's not exactly bad yet, but better fix it now. Okay, that's a lot of crap. Armor, boots, crap. Ocean, rapier, staff, wand,
I've got my
belt,
eyes on the prize.
sword, potion, snake bite, wand, sarong, helmet, grenades, tormented soul, bracers, bow, helmet, mail something.
Sigurd's beard was
I
a
don't.
find.
Enlightened amulet. I recall if that something is gauntlets or boots. What is snakebite? It's a one-handed weapon of some sort. Oh, it's a dagger. Speed, perception, lucky charm, hit point. Unlocks the skill wind up toy, which would be useful because I can't cast it now. But it's a Tenebrium weapon, so speed and perception are nice. It would be +1 action point basically. Lucky charm is nice, hit points are nice, wind up toy might be nice. But I wouldn't have the skill for it, so it would be ridiculously expensive, meaning maybe 6 points. It was fairly cheap. It can't be used in the same way that normal summons can. Leandra's headquarters. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been here. Hardly matters though. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? A lot of things to loot. Thought I heard a weird noise. Like someone would have basically teleported or popped. Maybe I'm imagining things. Not that it matters if something popped here or in or out. It popped in or out. Nothing I can do about it. Honey. Pristine ledger. Madam Conduit, the scepter of control is quite complete. Using this wand, you alone will be able to dismantle the Death Knights. Aim this weapon at your target, and at your will, it shall be reduced to shrapnel. Okay, this is the scepter control
So
is what.
Leandrus devised a method for destroying Death Knights. That sounds more than promising.
Yeah, that's the one you get from the when you reach the end of the game. This is, I think, a spell we get is that it removes their invulnerability. It doesn't just outright destroy them. It's not the same. The game doesn't want you at the end to keep fighting the Death Knights. It wants it to just clear them out.
Gods! Leandra is building an army in order to defeat Astarte and unleash the Void. Our friends on the homestead will want to hear this right away. A map to the Source Temple in the Phantom Forest. Sounds like a location worth noting. What's that gleam?
Delicious blood. Empty bottles? No. Wine bottles. Still useful, I suppose. Light golden teaspoon. Nothing particularly interesting besides the blood. I suppose we got the loot from the fight. Looks like pointless treasure items for the most part.
Looking good.
Yeah, but I was wondering what are the pictures in here. It's the druid. All the church for the church for the church. Right. That's pretty much a wrap on this one. Not noticing anything noteworthy here anymore. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. We do have to identify these things. I think... where the hell are you? What is this? Sacred stone. We did get indigo. We did get stones, I think. We'll probably use them. At least one star stone that we used. So we'll go to the rift, see what happened, do any shopping there, leave it at that. We'll have to do what exactly after this?
My friends, we come to it at last. The final. Let us.
Let's not.
So the souls within us intentionally tore themselves from the tapestry of time.
And look what happened. They killed themselves in the most thorough manner possible, only to bring more grief through.
It was a show.
Don't want to be vindictive. Sometimes hard to say where these dialogues are going.
So the souls within us.
Perhaps it was the only honorable thing.
Duty is.
Yeah, forgiving, forgiving, forgiving. Forgiving is key to maintaining the traits we want. Last elemental.
3 out of 4.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
Right, we'll have to visit all of them anyway. Hall of the Wind. Who's here? Always
This
someone.
place is positively brimming with the surge of storm and lightning.
As good a place as any for an air element to set up shop.
Guardians, why is it such a blessing?
Friend, that word has truly lost all meaning.
A blessing awaits beyond the end of time. Death's blessing, yes, but no more.
Okay.
Ta-da-da! Oh my! Oh me! Oh yes! Yes! Snort that spaghetti! Oh, pardon. Yes. So, you'd like to learn to cast with the best of them, would you? Have a look.
Yeah, we need to get rid of the crap, buy a few essences, and I think I'll leave it at that. We'll go on a bigger shopping spree after we get a level up. There's very likely at least spells now available, but still. Virtual gold. I'm getting the impression that this is just treasure items. Are they just treasure items? Ah, whatever. Maybe I'll hold on to them. At least for a while. We can always sell them later. Well, the boots are potentially interesting. Perception, bow, noob. Too weak, armor class, totally crap abilities. This could be useful, but we don't have dexterity, so we can never wield it, really. Well, I could buff my dexterity up, so that's not exactly true. It would, well, the end result would be +1 action points, and I'm not sure that's worth it. I'm not keen on it, let's put it that way. Intelligence, tenebrium resistance, air resistance, hit points. Not a horrible piece of crap, but we're really looking for tenebrium plus poison. So, and sarangs are continually coming our way, so we will get one sooner or later. How much money do they have? 2,500? I think I'll visit the shop here in the rift, but that's all. We are hunting for better gear, and we are not gonna find it if we, like, at least likely not gonna find it if we rely on just the crap we see here. Right, and crap indeed it is.
Toodaloo!
$24,000. Not bad. We can easily spend that much on scrolls though. It's about 4,000 to 5,000 if you get a couple of good master level spells. Frost on air. Essences are always useful.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness.
We still have, well, we should probably have a lot of items we haven't identified yet. Lot of items. How much money does this one have? You can more or less purchase 10,000 worth of my crap. Well, technically some of these are slightly better than what we have, but they're so little better that I don't care. It's not even remotely worth it. Inflict poison on contact? Seriously? Has telekinesis, so it would be useful. But it also could be totally worthless. Two-handed, don't care. Bow, don't care. And that's more or less it. The rest is standard fare mostly. Right. That's definitely... No. Definitely not it. Intelligence water resistance. At least there are no longer unidentified items. Yet there's a lot of normal crap. Right, but we have other shops to go through.
Off to explore.
$32,000. How close are we to a level up? 130,000. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't that at this point. So another good adventure will probably get it. We're getting what, 3,000-4,000 per enemy, maybe even more.
Welcome back.
And we certainly have no shortage of spells at the moment, so there's no real urgency to try to go shopping every 2 minutes. Right, I had non-magical items that I can dump on it. Heart Seeker, dexterity and perception. But if you can't really effectively use it, you can't effectively use it. You can do the Buffalo Saber thing too at some point. We can do it at any point we want, it's just at what point. We might as well wait as long as possible. I don't really see any upside to rushing that. And that's more or less it. $36,000. One more, and then the shop. At least it's close by.
You've returned, my
Yeah, if we
brilliant
go on a
friend.
wider
What is it
trip,
that you wish to know?
even if everything goes our way fairly smoothly, it'll still take a large amount of time to go through it.
Take care, my friend.
So we'll pass.
A bit frosty in here, isn't it? Oh, Mira.
Traders important. Where exactly? Oh, we need to talk to Ikara. We should show Ikara what we found. Right?
You again, my friend. And
Yep,
so
anything
soon after
good.
tomorrow, how can I help you this time?
We're mostly looking at divine items if we can help it, or I suppose legendary. Anything below that it's the weak doesn't ignore it. I'm thinking of buying the Tenebrium wand now. It also does something called Rapture, which I have no idea what it is. Should I know it? Plus 2 perception, so extra action point. We have the intelligence and levels to use this pretty much. The only purpose to use this would be to destroy a single crystal in the game. That's it. And for that luxury, we're gonna pay 5,000 gold. Right, I can afford it. Gloves. Why bow and hit points? Why not something useful? Amulets are also something I've been keeping an eye out. We need to get out of the reflex air damage handler. Water damage would be better. But these are still terrible. The bonuses are in all the wrong places. Okay, this would be reflex melee damage only, has earth resistance or master intelligence. In some ways this would be better, but these are still all good crap. That's the fundamental problem, I guess. The fact that one piece of crap is slightly better than the other doesn't really doesn't help all that much. Right, so talk to Ikara, leave things like that. Kill dead man.
The Lady of Time, the Weaver of History.
What's the word, Source Hunter?
Dear Lady,
So that's her plan. She intends to summon Astarte and the Void Dragon and overwhelm the goddess with an unstoppable army. With Astarte gone, there will be nothing to stop the Void from consuming all of Rivellon. Our mission is greater than us, greater than Leanne. Her plan must not succeed. Sister, what have you done? You're 2 steps ahead of my sister, dear Source Hunter. With that vial of her blood, and the fail-safe spell you rescued from the mines, you can craft a piece of magic powerful enough to render her army vulnerable.
Okay, I know all that, but
a bit drafty in here, isn't it?
what's next?
Source Hunter, you've learned so much already. That spell you found. If it's to be believed, Leandra has created Death Knights.
Okay, but
only that spell
what after
combined
that?
with her...
For fuck's sakes.
There is magic to this place, isn't there? No matter how forlorn it seems.
I wonder how much of a
There is
spark
magic,
it takes to set
but it is not so
human
much
to
forlorn
vapour.
as it is
Aye,
dormant.
aye, Captain.
What was
I
the
trust the Source Hunters and their star stones will stir it
Spell.
from its slumber.
I'm confident they will.
Not a
They
goddamn
must.
reveal spell,
The
something else.
alternative is
It's an ingredient.
unthinkable.
Leandra
I
spell.
could fly straight to the void. I think I could fly
Death
straight
Knight
to the
Bane.
void.
Remove Death Knight's immunity
The way
within a radius of 15 meters, so it 3 turn cooldown. Yeah, it's
Still, one can't help but wonder where the gods have run off
any
to
Death
in all
Knights in the
this.
area of effect
The void
pretty much
won't
become
spare
vulnerable.
them,
That's
you
how
know.
I understand it.
There's no hiding from the great
I need to make
nothing.
room for this. Certain abilities I don't use all that often.
You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I can tell a joke or two. Free on a good day.
Mr. Spider, you can go.
Their where and why is of no import. This moment is all there is. The crux is what we do with it.
Perfect. Now what?
What's the word, Source Hunter? Why? It seems you're more than caught up, aren't you? You've already got the spell and the blood, both of which we'll need, if the spell is to be believed, to slice through Leandra's army of Death Knights. Remarkable. Long ago, when Source was banished, that night in the King Crab Inn, he lives in Hunter's Edge, a village east of Lucula. Take this ring, it will mark you as my ally. If you should find Xandalore, he'll know I sent you.
Okay. So we could go to Hunter's Edge, which we will not. Which means we will clear out Lucula Forest from the basically Goblin Village and the huge amount of spiders that are there. I'm sort of not sure what I should do with Sacred Stone.
Fly straight to the void. I think I could fly straight to the void. All the way up.
You know what are great?
Either way, I'll leave things here. It's a lot of things for us to do. There are prisoners and all kinds of other patrols, and I don't think there's a good access to the anywhere else. So this is a total it is entirely separate from the rest. Huh. Right. So a lot of killing to do.